The notion that global warming is a satanic mission to undermine Jesus may seem far-fetched to many, but it is a perspective that warrants exploration. To understand this viewpoint, it is essential to delve into the ideologies of certain Christian groups who believe that environmental degradation is a result of humanity's disconnection from God's will. According to this line of thinking, the pursuit of material wealth and technological advancements has led humans to prioritize their own interests over the well-being of the planet, which is seen as a reflection of God's creation. Proponents of this perspective argue that the increasing focus on environmental issues, such as global warming, is not merely a consequence of human activities but also a deliberate attempt to shift attention away from spiritual matters. They claim that the emphasis on climate change and sustainability is a subtle way to undermine the teachings of Jesus and the authority of the Bible. By highlighting the role of human sin and greed in environmental degradation, these groups contend that the secular world is trying to supplant the idea of original sin with a new narrative that blames humanity's actions for the planet's problems. Moreover, some Christians believe that the concept of global warming is being used to promote a secular, human-centered worldview that contradicts the biblical account of creation. They argue that the idea of climate change is often presented as a scientific fact, which can be seen as a challenge to the biblical narrative of God's sovereignty over the natural world. By accepting the premise of global warming, these individuals fear that people will begin to see humanity as the primary cause of environmental problems, rather than acknowledging the role of sin and the fallen nature of humanity. Additionally, the push for renewable energy sources, reduction of carbon emissions, and sustainable practices is viewed by some as an attempt to create a new, secular morality that replaces traditional Christian values. The emphasis on collective action and global cooperation to address climate change is seen as a threat to individual freedom and the autonomy of nations, which are core principles in some Christian ideologies. This perceived assault on traditional values is thought to be a key aspect of the satanic mission to undermine Jesus, as it seeks to supplant the authority of the Bible with a new, earth-centered worldview. It is also worth noting that some conspiracy theories have emerged within certain Christian circles, suggesting that the promotion of global warming is a deliberate attempt to impose a one-world government or a new world order. According to these theories, the focus on climate change is a means to create a sense of global crisis, which can then be used to justify the implementation of restrictive policies and the erosion of national sovereignty. While these claims are unfounded and lack concrete evidence, they reflect the deep-seated fears and mistrust that some Christians have towards the secular world and its perceived agenda. In conclusion, the idea that global warming is a satanic mission to undermine Jesus is a complex and multifaceted perspective that reflects the concerns and fears of certain Christian groups. While this viewpoint may seem extreme or unfounded to many, it highlights the deep-seated tensions between secular and religious worldviews. As the debate over climate change and sustainability continues to unfold, it is essential to acknowledge the diverse perspectives and values that shape our understanding of the natural world and our place within it. By engaging in respectful and open-minded dialogue, we can work towards a more nuanced understanding of the complex issues at hand and strive for a more inclusive and compassionate approach to addressing the challenges that face our planet.